Hello everyone, welcome back to another session with me. This is Sanyukta Saxena. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher and we have been drawing tiles, creating interesting compositions using the Tangle Mrth and the reticular Pangea. And we have already drawn a couple of tiles by now, about 6 of them. So today we'll take our journey a little further, explore another new string, interesting string ideas, right? So I have a phi tile in front of me and I'm just marking about the center point and going to add a string like this, right? So just going to roughly create two nice 3/4 circles like this, yeah, kind of similar in size. So I have just drawn this on my tile and I'm now straight away going to start with my tangling, right? So let's see. I'm going to ink it first. Ink this one also, and then this side, and then this one, right? So I'm going to draw moon pies in all these 4 sections, right? So I'm going to start from the top and then come down. So going to create some sections like this, right? So going to add orbs. So you can choose tangles of your choice, anything that you like, any border tangle, any other tangle. Almost all Zentangle patterns can be drawn as a border tangle also, right? Small orbs in between, small little spaces left, just ink it. So this is a tangle called onomato, purely orb based, no other stroke involved except orbs or circles, yeah. Again you can add another thin aura, and add some orbs in this line also inside this aura. Slowly, yeah. Actually onomato has this aura line running on both sides with small little orbs inside. Let's see if we want to do the same thing on the other side, right? Then again going to add one more. So here it is again up to us, what do we want to add. So let's add the tangle echoism, yeah. So again choose tangles of your own choice. There are a whole lot of tangles that you can choose from. So you have the choice to either go by the same set of tangles in all the 4 sections, or you can try different tangles in each of these, whichever way you like it. One stroke at a time. Enjoy each stroke. Yeah, so that was the second line. Yeah. Then again up to you, if you want to add a thin aura you can. Then I'm going to add some knight's bridge. You can also add a touch of ink under your eek or echoism, I'm sorry, not eek. Right? So just ink these sections just like we ink alternate sections in Knightsbridge. Yeah, again adding a thin aura, one more line of aura. Again, up to you what do you want to add. Going with simple orbs, but this time drawing behind a little. Take your time. Slowly insert each orb, kind of overlapping, squeezing each of them inside each other, right? On a matte you can always add one more orb inside, or you can leave it as it is, entirely up to you. Yeah, again one more, again you can add some doodah, right? So whole lot of tangles that you can choose from. Doodah is lines coming from both sides, traveling up to 3/4 of the distance travel coming from the other side, right? It's a very simple line based tangle to draw. Again one more, and probably this section I'm going to ink it. Yeah, just lines. Final version of Knightsbridge. Right, one more line, and then finally inking the moon of the moon pie. Yeah, so that's one section. So let us proceed to the next. So either you can repeat the same thing in 4, or you can draw it differently, right? So let's see what do we want to do. I'm first going to create a section, and let's add some mocha. So why not try different angles? Yeah, so just simple mocha, changing the direction every time. Right, and then place some flux there. I use this very commonly. Yeah, mocha flux go very well. Again, you can add some orbs here and there wherever you feel like. Fill in the small little tiny spaces in between if they are too tiny. Yeah. Yeah. So that was mocha. Again, adding a thin aura, creating one more section. Again, choose a pattern of your choice, right? So we can always add hybrid. These are all Zentangle originals. Lines from both sides. Yeah. I drew a triangular grid and now just adding tangles inside. The other side, again, you can do the same thing or you can add something else. So just choose tangles of your choice, or you can choose to follow me, whichever way. Again, a thin aura, another aura, right? So again, you can choose any other tangle. Let's see, what do we want to add? Probably we will just add something called rays, like this. Very similar to a tangle called betweed. In fact, you add some weight here and it turns into betweed. Right? Again, an aura. How can I not add printums? Yeah. So my go-to tangle, printums. Yeah. Again, add another aura. One more. And then probably you can ink this space. Yeah. So again, you have one space here, whatever you want to add. probably. So I'm just going to add some lines and give it the effect of floors, right? So just add some rounding on both sides of the line, and it starts to look like one section of the tangle floors. Yeah, that's about it. So now just going to add 2 lines here also, give it a nice Marasu kind of a look. So almost like a curtain raiser, and you must be wondering where is the Tangle Mrth. So the inside space that we have still not touched is the place for it, right? So just going to ink these two like Marasu. Yeah, right. So we are done with this much. Now I'm going to start with Mrth in the center, yeah, and create the Pangea grid. So the main thing is to closely aura them, just like triply, yeah. So go with the flow, go as per the spaces available, don't think much where what. Just go by the spaces. Yeah, so I have divided the section inside, and you can either straight away start with your Mrth, a little bit of so by varying the way you draw the lines, you can always vary the look of Mrth, as I mentioned earlier also. Try drawing it like aqua flare. Just an idea, in case you're aware of the Tangle aqua flare, try giving the lines that kind of a feel, like they are enclosing the Pangea. Yeah, maybe I'll try in one of the upcoming tiles. So that's Mrth. Yeah, again moving on to the next. Then change the direction of the lines, perpendicular. Yeah, and then just come down. I think by now you have had enough practice, in case you're drawing along with me. Right? It's almost like a curtain raiser where Mrth is the center of attraction. always nice to be center of attraction, yeah? So nurture your qualities. Don't give them up. Try find time for your hobbies, things that you like, things that make you the center of attraction. Who doesn't like attention? Yeah. So I'm going to continue like this for all. Yeah. So I'm almost finishing drawing my mirth here. So just kind of using the spaces, whatever spaces, and here, yeah. It doesn't matter what kind of space is there, you can draw mirth inside any kind of a grid or Pangea. There is no limitation, right? So that's our mirth inside. Now we are left with two more spaces, so I'm going to be doing the same exercise, right? So you can either do the same thing or choose different angles. So let's see. Adding a square grid, and then adding bales inside it, yeah. So it's just one line of bales, again a Zentangle original. You can insert a knob inside. And then just fill in the small little spaces left. Yeah. So again, one more aura, another aura. So choose any tangle of your choice, whatever you feel like, right? So let's add some poke leaves. Yeah. So just choose what is coming to you easily. Almost all Zentangle patterns, all tangles can be drawn like border tangles also. So just go with the flow. Small little spaces there, just fill in with orbs. Very small spaces, you can just ink it. Yeah. Again, one more layer. Again, let's do Knight's Bridge here. A little different. Like a checkerboard. Yeah. Another layer of aura. And one small layer. And then probably ink the inside. Yeah. So here you can just add simple lines, closely spaced. Here you can just add a simple zigzag, right? And then just add auras inside. A tangle called wood. Yeah, so that's the third one. Again, left with one more. Add another aura. Now up to you, what do you want to add here? Let's add some flux. A whole lot of tangles that we have used in this style. Yeah, and then just add auras. You can ink this. And then just add auras. Yeah. So the next line I'm just going to go with the tangle eek. Cursive E. Just fill in these small little spaces. And then the same exercise on the other side. Yeah, and then just ink it. Yeah, then some triangles. Again, you can do anything inside them, so I'm just going to ink one section, just like pinch. Yeah, so just go with the flow, whatever you feel like at that point of time. Choose tangles accordingly. Right, again you can add any tangle of your choice. I'm just going to fill in this space. Yeah, and probably add some 3 lines, 1 orb, 3 lines, 1 orb, 3 lines, 1 orb. Simple. Yeah, if you want, you can add some weight at one side of the orb. That's about it. So that's about tangling. Let us now move on to shading. So as far as these four sides are concerned, shading them would be a simple. I'm not getting into shading each and every border that I've drawn, right? So we'll just shade. Just make sure that you have inked it properly. There should not be white spots visible. So take your time and ink it properly, nicely. So as far as these sections, I'm just going to add some thick graphite here, separate it from the rest. So much of tangling here, so we'll keep the shading simple. Just portray our Mrth as the center of attraction. Yeah. And about these, we will just add some graphite at the ends. There is no need to add on the inked section. Right? So I'm just adding graphite just like we do for crescent moon. One of the ways to shade crescent moon. I'm doing the same exercise here. Yeah. As far as this is concerned, you can add some under the lines. Yeah. And finally the last one. Yeah. So let's blend first, starting from the center. So we've added some thick graphite at the edges. So we want to highlight the center and darken the edges so that it recedes and the center pops up. The pillow effect. Yeah, that's the whole intention here. So you can even make it darker. Right, so we have done that. Now moving on to the next, I'm just going to darken the two edges. Just a touch. Yeah. So Let us now pick up our chalk. So I'm going to pick up my chalk pencil and highlight the center. Just brush off the excess chalk with a different outline. And then highlight here where you have not added graphite. Yeah, if you want you can add a highlight here. Yeah, I think that's about it. De-emphasizing few lines, do it here, the inside. Yeah, that's about it, right? So that's today's style. Be the center of attraction. Do things that make you the center of attraction. Enjoy the attention. Yeah. At least the mirth is doing that here. Make sure your darks and whites are discreet. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to close my tile here, put in my chalk, sign and date it. Yeah. So I'll see you again with another new idea. Explore more of Tangle Mrth with Pangea. Till then, have a good time. Bye-bye.